Hi, I'm Michael, and today I'm going to show you the process of building and winning a Super Bowl via the Madden NFL 21 video game. Winning a Super Bowl is one of the biggest accomplishments an athlete or a coach can experience as one dreams of it throughout one's life. To win the big game, you need to have a complete team with one goal where everybody buys in. On offense, you need the man, a proven quarterback that has the talent and the pedigree to win a championship with a great supporting cast around the offense. On defense, you need game wreckers that are going to hit the opponent harder every single play, causing turnovers while being coached to each player's best ability, getting the most of every single guy on that 53-man roster. I have been playing Madden for 10 years, winning myriad Super Bowls and doing rebuilds. I also study football and I watch football. And I've been doing that the last 10 years as well, as football has been a huge centerpiece of my life. To begin this franchise, I needed a team. Well, I let a random NFL team generator decide what team I'm going to be. The team was the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans are the definition of mediocre at best. The Tennessee Titans have struggled to make the playoffs in the last 20 years, making it on rare occasions. The Tennessee Titans are a team who are on the rise with young talent. They have an above-average offense and above-average defense. On offense, they have arguably the greatest back in the NFL today in Derrick Henry. They have an above-average quarterback in Ryan Tannehill, and they have some good playmakers at tight end and at wide receiver. Defense. They have a front seven with fast linebackers but a mediocre defensive line that's going to need some help. The secondary. They have some good ball hawking players in that secondary that will cause turnovers and will prevent some big plays. This team has some talent. To show these Tennessee Titans, here are some pictures from the Madden NFL 21 video game. The Tennessee Titans have head coach Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel has spent the last 3 seasons with the Tennessee Titans, making the playoffs 2 out of the 3 seasons. They almost went to the Super Bowl last year, as they almost beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship. So to build this team, I first started at the offseason. I decided to let all the players that contracts that expired hit the open market. So that means all 32 NFL teams with players whose contracts have expired and the player or the franchise chose not to re-sign those players hit the open market. So after looking at the open market, I decided to go after some players. I only decided to re-sign one Tennessee Titan and linebacker Jadeveon Clowney. I went out and I got star safety Marcus Williams, star corner Jason Verrett, star offensive lineman Corey Linsley, and star wide receiver Allen Robinson. These players were going to be the big core and part of this team to help these Tennessee Titans go get their first Super Bowl. So, in the NFL, we have draft picks. These draft picks are going to be used on college players to be on your team to help win a Super Bowl. There's 2 ways you can look at this. The first is teams will overvalue these draft picks. 2, there's some teams that will utilize these draft picks and trade them to get proven players in the NFL on their roster. And that's the outlook that I decided to do. So to show you guys, here is the draft picks on the left. These draft picks show that every single NFL team gets 7 draft picks per year. And on the right, you have some transactions that I did of players I decided to release. The players that released means means that I ended their contracts and they will go be free agents, meaning they could sign with any other team and they're not a part of this organization. So, back to the trades. Some trades I made included trading a backup linebacker, Derek Robinson, a first and fifth round pick to get star Ravens tight end Mark Andrews. That's one for example. I also traded to get Buck starting corner Carlton Davis, the Washington football team star wide receiver Terry McLaurin, and the Washington football team's starting defensive tackle Matthew Ioannidis. These players have been proven around the NFL to succeed at their positions. Now I'm going to show you two pictures from this franchise of this team entering the upcoming season. The silver are the star players, the gold you see are the superstar players, and the red are the superstar X Factors. And then the normal bronze are just normal players with normal development traits. So next is the schedule. You're going to look and analyze the schedule and the opponents that you play. We had arguably a very tough schedule, but halfway through the season, as you'll see here, we were 6-2, and by the end of the season, we finished 10-6. We were in the playoffs, and we won our division. This is where it got good. This is where it was sudden death for all 16 teams that are in the playoffs. These teams played till death, but their careers potentially on the line to get a winner. We beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the wild card, beat the Las Vegas Raiders in the divisional round, beat the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship to get to the Super Bowl. After completing the Super Bowl, we won 28-8, beating the New Orleans Saints. This was a tough process, but this is showing that NFL teams and the moves they make could pay off or could fail. But to win a Super Bowl, you need 53 men that all buy into one goal, as each player does their role on their team, and only their role that is dealt through the coaches. These players have the talent to manhandle every single opponent in any way, adapting to the adversity that comes their way through high-powered offense and turnover-frenzied defense with immaculate hits. This process was shown through the Madden NFL 21 video game, but is easily related to Super Bowl winning teams in the NFL today and in the past. This was a process that showed how to build a Super Bowl winning team via free agency, via trades, and draft picks. Thank you.